This video will cover a drum to disc brake conversion. The first step is to drill out the 4 holes on the axle flange. My axle was disassembled for this, but you can complete this with the axle in the car. Drill and ream up the first hole. As you can see, the second hole is not perfectly in line with the backing plate. Mark the side of the hole that has the excess material. Use a Dremel to grind away the excess material, then ream the hole to full size. Mark the last 2 holes and drill both holes to the final size. Deburr the holes. I installed my backing plates after my axle was rebuilt. Install and torque the bolts. The brake caliper faces the rear of the car. Reinstall the axle and C-clips. My axle uses a Eaton TrueTrack differential, so the C-clips may install differently than the stock differential. I noticed that the parking brake bracket bolts were sticking out too far. Adding an extra washer is an easy fix. Assemble the caliper bracket and then install the caliper. Temp install 3 lug nuts to secure the rotor to the axle. The rotor must not touch the caliper. A minimum of 20 thou must be met when pushing the floating axles in or out. My initial setup was too tight, so I added a few shims that were supplied with the kit. The tolerance is now okay on both sides. I didn't reuse my stock brake lines. I had a hydraulic shop make me some new stainless lines instead. Install and torque the banjo bolt. Install the new supplied parking brake cables. Go ahead and test the parking brake function. And ensure that the parking brake lines do not snag on anything. And lastly, bleed the brakes with a buddy. This may require a lot of fluid. As you can see, these brakes work very, very well. It seems like the factory drum brakes weren't really doing anything. I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes work and prototypes.